It's everyone in the world is a candidate to be listening to this. So you can't, it's impossible essentially to identify the recipient, because even if you could figure out who was listening to that, which you can't, tens of thousands of people are listening to that because they're like screwing around with a shortwave radio.
Yeah,
right?
and that's only if they know how to find that signal. So you're exactly right, and this is why it's so viable even today. Yes, we live in a very digital, signal saturated environment. There's constant signals, radio signals, cellular signals, VHF signals, UHF signals, line of sight signals. There's just an incredible amount of noise. So communicating a message is nothing more than having a receiver on the same frequency as a transmitter, communicating something that makes sense to the transmitter and the receiver.
Yeah.
Even better if the actual information that's being transmitted isn't the content that's really being communicated. That's the problem with our encrypted signals, our encrypted tools like Signal or Telegram or WhatsApp. The actual message is what's being carried over. So you can crack that encryption at the source of the signal or at the source of the recipient, right? But if you can get either encryption key, you can hack the whole thing. And that's assuming you don't hack some other back-end process like the Israelis are always working on, NSA is always working on, GCHQ at the UK are always working on. So when you have a literal transmission that's carrying nothing of significance because the only person who knows what it means
has the one-time pad, right? So the Cuba station, Cuban intelligence, talking to people maybe in Miami or all over the US and Canada, it doesn't matter. And you can't tell who's getting that message.